Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Lord Keith and today we're going to do a couple of things. First of all, we're going to go and collect some leeches, and after that we're going to go to class, to beast class to be precise. Now I want to get here because we have to fly around to the lake to collect some leeches so we can get some Thunderbrew potions. There's Everett, we'll leave him alone.
I knew they could fly.
He's alright, Everett. I'd like to welcome him and buy him a broom, but I'm not allowed, unfortunately. I'd love to buy him his own broom. He's a lovely lad. Alright, so he gets me in trouble at the start of the game, but it doesn't matter, you know. I've got a forgiving nature. I'm quite forgiving. Now, when you come over here, you can manage to pick up to 50 leeches here, just in this one area along the beach. They grow here in abundance, and you can pick them up completely free without you having to go out and buy them, because they're 100 quid a go if you want one. If you buy them, they're 100 quid. So it's just easier to come and, you know, you won't find that many leeches along any other part of the beach apart from here on the lake. You won't find leeches in that number. You see, there are plenty of them. It's just finding them. That dug bug's after us. I don't think we care about dug bug, do we?
Revelia.
There's 3 more there, look. I don't bother about dug bugs. I don't mind hitting them. I don't mind killing them. You take a tongue, you see a tongue is a potion. Right, in here, there's a little chest here, and then there's a page here, and all being well, if she's around, there's a page there as well. This is the flue flame for if she's not here. And she is here. Right, let's do this mini quest while we're here.
Going for a swim.
Goodness no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't
Do you
know how to
remember
swim.
a couple of
You
videos
were
back?
liaison to the mer people.
I did the Irondale
Technically, no.
broom
At
course.
least not yet.
This is the
Position
girl
doesn't actually
that
exist at the moment.
Imelda
but they
Ray
have a
says
plan
is
to
jealous
change
of her
that.
flying skills.
I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we duelled in the Crossed Swans Club.
Yes, of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested
She's
in
lovely,
mer
Nerida. She's a
I
nice
am.
girl.
And they're as misunderstood
I think it's
and
Imelda that's
disregarded by
jealous.
wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water.
Okay, so let's go and get this for Nerida.
I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day I'll see for myself. I just know it.
And then there's somewhere else I'd like to show you in a minute before we go off and do beast class.
Look at this place. Did the Mer people really leave Nerida an artifact?
That's if you can get up. Right. You need two things.
Confringo!
Fire. And a light.
Luke, now then, I'll need you to come with me. Now for the rest of you.
I've never had two moths on one light, so they just sort of ignore, if you've got one already, they just ignore the other one. So never bother, it's not worth trying. Right, we're just waiting for this to open. Inside here, you'll find a nice chest with a little trinket inside.
What do we have in here then?
And we give this to
will be
Nerida.
happy about this.
Now when you get through the other end, excuse my cough, you can just pick up your wand, like your broom like that, and fly back. There we go.
Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh,
Now you have a choice whether to give it her or keep it. I always give it her because she's a nice kid.
Too long, and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
And I don't want to. I don't
Then
want
I'm
to be
glad we helped
nasty
to
and
foster
keep it.
some
You
healthy
know.
diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. It's marvellous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the ministry. Should I hand deliver it or send by owl? Thank you again so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come.
So she really appreciates
I
your
can't
help.
wait to study this.
I can't understand what's wrong with Imelda. Seems to me like she's a spoilt little brat. Right, now, I want you to drop down here, out of your broom. You can't enter while you're there anyway, so you've got to swim inside. Now, I don't think I've been here, so we need to be invisible. In this chest here, there's 500 gold. Poor thing's going to have a cry now. If you come here at night time, there's a ghost over here. It's the grey lady crying. Whatever you do, don't disturb her. She won't hurt you, it's just she likes to be alone. And this is her sort of, how can I put it, this is her place where it's for her. Do you know what I'm saying? It's where she finds her comfort. So I don't bother with her, I just leave her alone, come here at night. And I like the grey lady, she's alright. She won't talk to you, but she doesn't hurt you either, you know. Right, now then, should we do, we haven't done this bit, okay, right. Ta-da! Why haven't you lit? See, there's your numbers, that's your code. The first one is here. That one's on number 1. Wait a minute. Did I do that right? I normally don't mess it up. That's number 1 and 3. What a silly idiot. I'm an idiot, me. Really am. There we go. I didn't mix it up. I normally come in from the other direction, you see, so I'm not used to doing it from that direction. Right. Down here, there is a nice little, that's a wand. It's not the one I'm looking for. And then there's this. And then on here, you get this like that. And that's an unidentified piece. Now, from here, I am going to go straight to Beast class. Because this is our next mission. Again, there's a bit of a bug in this one if you don't do it right. It's a problem with Poppy. So you have to let her lead, because if you don't, then she'll crash.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy. Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a Puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Kneazles, they're cats really.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeycheeks. Ah, stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and wash the measles just as you did with Gerald. The measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst. Over here.
Jimmy Cause looked. There's a baby one. Now remember what I said about Poppy. She can
Did you
crash
do
in this
something,
bit.
Poppy?
You let
Thank
her
you
lead,
again
otherwise
for
she'll
saying something to those brutes so that I don't have to.
she'll start
You
running
will
silly
walk
ways
at
and
noon in the desert.
all over the place.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really?
See round this corner.
Well, thank you.
There's a bridge. If
As I
Poppy's
said,
not
we
leading,
think alike.
she will start
Pleasant
running
surprise.
backwards and go into that field there.
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
We're here now.
Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And that I might not be there next time.
Professor Howard mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howlin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Right, that's that one done. You see, Poppy's alright, she just glitches out in that particular area.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favourites.
Time for
Now
someone
that
to
you
score.
attended Beasts class, I've asked the... Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court? I am. I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother until...
Till you turn into a
Never
beetroot.
mind. Shall we begin? Yes, I'm ready to play. Then let's get summoning.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time.
That's
I've been
another
beside
job.
myself
See, we're
with
getting
worry.
quite a few missions now. See, she's quite good.
Yeah!
Excuse me, she's quite good, Samantha. I'm in that spot.
That was sensational. Accio! What was I thinking?
We can't be having Samantha taking top spot. She'll be thinking she's good.
How am I to top that? Accio!
Got to give her some points, surely. Yes, okay.
Yes!
So she's got 20 points.
Accio! stop that. That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no
Yeah.
shy opponent. Best of luck.
Bye-bye. Right. Oh, we've got to wait for it to finish. To the secret room, because Deaky the Bediki likes to see you.
Deke?
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can, on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area, so perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out there on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Right. Now,
Come on then.
that's going to be another video. So I'm going to end this
Our
one
first
here.
stop will be beyond the castle grounds.
And then we shall come back and we'll do Deep. And I'll just end this one and then I'll come back and I'll do this one ready for tomorrow. Okay? So take care. I'm Lord Keith. Thank you for joining me and I'll see you later. Bye for now.